seen them over at Sprouts or Natural Grocers. Those are great for you. Anything that's real deep in color. So I love those. I'll make those into French fries and air fry them. Even my dog loves them. They're great for your dog too. They love them. And so he loves them. It's a little treat. I don't buy dog treats for them because they're food too. It's scary. But
Yeah, dog food.
yeah. So he loves those. I let him have those, and we love. So anything that's dark, rich in color. Celery. Celery's great for you. They use them for juice. I put them in my salad. Cucumbers. You know what? You're starving. Whole cucumber. Slice it up. Put some lemon juice, a little salt. Pink salt. Himalayan salt. Great for you. Table salt, not so great for you. Well, it's still sugar. It's a lot of sugar.
Maybe a cup.
There's a lot of fruits. This is one thing that gut friendly.
Blueberries.
Some fruits you can mix with your food. Fruits are not meant to mix with your fruit, but we make banana bread. As long as there's no protein in it, it's okay. We used to eat a lot of salads and put our chicken or fish and strawberries. And then we were like, why am I so bloated? The strawberries actually ferment with the protein. So you don't want to, a lot of times, make a protein shake with strawberries. Put protein in strawberries, and then you wonder why you're bloated. Some people may, some may not. You know, but some fruits, you can actually put blueberries or apple, and they don't ferment with your fruit. Those are like the only two that are pretty friendly.
Organic.
Yeah, and then like your pineapple and melons, you're supposed to eat them by themselves. Orange juice is the worst thing to mix with your breakfast, and what do we all do? Orange juice with our food. You're supposed to have that all by itself. You don't mix it with your food. It disrupts a lot of
Fresh orange
the
juice.
gut. Yeah. There's so fruit's okay, but in moderation. What I like to do a lot of times is pineapple is really good for you, for your gut. So I may have that a little bit maybe post-workout or something, and then wait a little bit while I'm prepping all my food and cooking so it has time to kind of be by itself, and then I'll eat my food. Because a lot of foods you really have to research, and you can actually look for this. Foods digest at different times. So we tend to eat meat and potatoes. Well, your meat digests first, but your potatoes are sitting here rotting, then you wonder why you're bloated and gassy. They don't equally digest. So that's why they say eat your nuts by themselves, eat your fruit by itself. Have them as a snack, maybe just by themselves. Don't mix it up.
So a nice big fat juicy ribeye.
With the loaded potato, right?
I don't do loaded potatoes.
Okay.
We do make maybe some little spinach or fingerling potatoes, little red potatoes.
Yeah. If you do okay with it, your stomach's okay. Yeah. Asparagus, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes.
Is there any other like things that you would throw in there other than those?
Brussels sprouts, right?
Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are great for you. Brussels sprouts. A lot of garlic. Broccoli, yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. I put garlic on everything. I love it. And that's a great probiotic. See, you're not having a capsule, but you're having onions, mushrooms, all that is good for you. I like to make a nice prime. What I do is you sear it on all four sides with some kosher salt, some cracked black pepper. You put some garlic and just 1 little tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And once you do that, take it out. Now you saute some onion, sweet onion, and more garlic. And then you put your beef stock or your bone broth. Put that meat back, and then I like to put some little baby
Peppers.
carrots, the little pepperoncinis. I like to put some of those in there, and mushrooms. Load it up with mushrooms. Sometimes I'll even put the little potatoes, or you can put sweet potatoes, or you can even chop up butternut squash. I love to I'll put that in the air fryer, and then what I do is I put it in my salad. Now you got a sweet flavor. The celery gives it a nutty sweet flavor. That beet, I like it. I even make pancakes. I'll grate a Granny Smith apple. I'll put one banana, an egg, and then I'll grate some fresh beets so they turn red. You can make them heart-shaped Valentine's Day for your kids, your wife, whatever, your spouse. And those are healthy. So now you've got some natural sugar.
Cinnamon is
A
good.
little cinnamon, but you have a little natural sugar without all the additives, and they're great. So, there's a lot of different things that you can do that still taste great and makes it healthier.
Grapefruit.
And grapefruit. And so, you know, all these things. But like I said, if you don't have time, that's why I tell everybody MegaFit Meal saves my life. I'll have them there when I'm running errands. I'll pack my little ice box and I'll put 2 or 3 meals. Well, guess what? Every gas station you go to has microwaves. Natural grocers, they have a microwave. So when I was prepping for a show, I'd go run my errands, or I'll go train clients, and then I'll run errands by there, and it was my next meal. I'd have one there, run errands. By the time I got there, it was my next meal. So if you're out all day long, you have places to heat it up. So you can't say, I'm running errands and it's not convenient to eat healthy. I've got it packed. Or if you prep your own food, take it with you. I freeze waters and throw them in there, and it keeps it cold all day long. So now I've got a meal. I'm not skipping it. Here's a great tip. I go to H-E-B. Oh man, I'm starving. I ran my errands too long and I didn't pack a meal because I didn't think I was going to be out here that long. So you go to H-E-B, you're trying to find something healthy. You know what I do? Now, deli meat has nitrites.
Sodium nitrate.
Sodium nitrate.
Loaded.
So it's loaded in them, right? So what is it, a preservative?
Yes.
So that it lasts longer, which is super bad for you, causes colon cancer.
Leading thing for colon cancer.
Deli meat causes colon
Oh,
cancer. So guess what I do? They do have a rotisserie chicken or turkey breast.
Right, yeah.
So I go over and I'll ask them, can I have a 1/4 pound? And they, what do you want to slice? Whatever, don't matter, because I go around the store, I'm eating it. Save my baggie, pay for my groceries, I pay for that deli meat I ate. Now I ate something healthy. It kept me full while I was shopping. I didn't overbuy because I saw all this stuff that looked good and I'm starving. Oh my God. Or I didn't grab junk, you know. I didn't grab a Slim Jim. Yeah, so you know, you ate something healthy and it kicked you full and it was really good for you. I was looking when I'm like, I am starving. I can't make it till I get there because I still have a few more errands to run when I leave H-E-B. And that's what I did, and it kept me full until I got back home. So a lot of those little tricks I try to help people, those little tips.
I know like milk byproducts, stuff like that is not good for you. I had a slight lactose problem, but in Utopia, I found I
Helps
had
you.
no issue.
Okay.
It's like 13, 14 grams of protein per cup.
The lactose. Yeah. I'm going to get very personal here. Bowel movements. People don't realize what it should look like. They get so used to it with lactose intolerance. It's just watery, runny, soupy, whatever you want to call it. And so when you have that, there's something wrong. It should be, and I was listening to a doctor, it should be snake-like. And people don't realize that. And that's a sign of how your gut, you know, your gut health and how the food's affecting you. So if you've got little round parts or pieces that you're constipated, you need to hydrate. So a lot of times you drink too much coffee or all these energy drinks that have caffeine, you need to have more water because now you're dehydrating yourself.
Yes.
And it's kind of hard. That's why I tell people, young men over in Abilene get ready for a show and he's drinking all these drinks. And I'm like, you're not supposed to be having that. You're getting ready for a show. He was so addicted to them, and that's what happens. You become addicted because your bad bacteria is overgrowing and it just wants more. Like right now, I'm not craving sugar like I was, so I know you're getting to healthier gut there. So those are the key signs to pay attention. Listen to your gut. I tell people, listen to your gut. Yes, ma'am.
Is there like any indicators that would show you that you have a healthy gut?
Well, one of the things that yeast overgrowth, they call it candida. Yes. A white film on your tongue. A lot of times you go to the doctor and they go, let me see your tongue. Or I'll go to the acupuncture, let me see your tongue. And if you have a white film, or a lot of times your nails are like you have like a fungus on your nails, that could be a high overgrowth. That's like way beyond. So some people will get overgrowth either on their toes or maybe their fingers. Like I said, eczema, maybe a rash, maybe that could be.
Like a healthy gut.
Oh, a healthy gut?
Yes.
Gosh, I don't know.
The way you use the bathroom.
I mean, just having a good stool, good bowel movements,
Not bloated.
not bloated, not having a lot of belching or acid reflux, things like that. You'll know you'll have
More
a healthy gut.
energy.
You're not craving sugars. What was that?
More energy.
Yeah,
have
you have more energy. You know, like I said, I'm not having a pre-workout or anything. I have more energy. I feel better. A lot of times we have red eyes. You know, maybe that could be it. Your eyes are all red. So different things like that. Your brain fog. You can't think. You're like, oh my gosh.
You're
Maybe
not able to work out the same like
That's
how
right.
you are. Yeah.
Yep, you're not able to function
Yeah.
properly, remember things, or you're forgetting too many things. You got that brain fog.
I wanted to share something about Liz going forward. On our journey, we all want to look better. We want to look better. You know, we're competing against ourselves. And I know when she first started out, she's looking good. She's in shape. And people would ask, "How long have you been working out?" And they ask questions because what they're doing is they're thinking, like she said, they're thinking that's how long it's going to take me.
Yeah.
You see, everybody's different. And as you climb the ladder and you get to the pro level, a lot of the pros have an attitude. They think they're a little bit better than everybody. They're not very friendly. And of course, Liz's first pro show, she was scared to death. And she's always been kind of shy. And before she met me, now she's not. But anyway, she remembered how she felt that first pro show. It was really scary. It's kind of like going from junior high school to high school. So what Liz started doing, because she was doing 3 or 4 pro shows a year, what she started doing is we'd go shopping, she'd get a grocery bag and fill it full of gifts. You know, coffee and skincare and all kinds of stuff. And the girls that were making their pro debut, the girls that were competing against her, total strangers, she would go and find them. Say, "I want to welcome you to the pro ranks," and give them the gift. Wow. You talk about tears, they start crying. And I get emotional because
You gotta
one of the
humble
shows,
yourself.
I was sitting in the audience, the morning show is where they really pick the winners. And there's a guy sitting next to me. And he says, "Do you have somebody here at this show?" I said, "Yeah, my wife. She'll be coming out pretty soon because last name's Bradshaw, so usually the A's and B's come out first." Came out, he said, "Man, she looks good." I said, "Thank you." And I said, "You have somebody?" He said, "Yeah, my wife." She came out, I said, "Wow, she looks good." So the pre-judging in the morning usually goes to almost noon, then you get a break and you come back in the evening for the night show. Well, his wife, it was her pro debut. So in the evening, I sit in the same chair, he's sitting in the same chair. And all of a sudden he says, "Hey man, I gotta talk to you." Well, a total stranger says, "I gotta talk to you." I mean, it's kind of like, whoa. And I'm like, what could you talk about? And I said, "Okay." He said, "Well, we have 4 little boys, and my wife used to be obese. I mean, big. And one day she didn't want to be big anymore. And she started following this girl, looking at videos and her stuff. She woke me up in the middle of the night. "Honey, wake up, look at this girl, look at this video." And it was her. Okay? So this was her motivation to go join the gym and lose weight and get going. So anyway, he didn't know until after he got to talking to his wife. Because when we left in the morning for the pre-judges, Liz went and found his wife. It was a pro debut and gave her that gift. And
She was in tears.
yeah. So to change somebody's life, to have the kindness, to have a heart, to think of someone other than yourself, to pick them up. I think that's our journey. We all need to do that with each other. So when you see somebody in the gym, maybe they're doing something wrong, a lot of people say, "I ain't gonna help them, they're not paying me." Well, you know what? If they're gonna hurt themselves and get an injury, what if you better share with them? You're not trying to sign them up. We're not all trainers. You just don't want them to get hurt. So you share with them a better way. Say, "Try this and tell them, does that feel better?" The little kindness that we do for each other goes a long way. The great thing is the guy upstairs watches us and he blesses us over and over. Doesn't cost nothing. You know, so on y'all's journey, if you can help somebody, help them, because it means a lot. And for a lot of people, they may have a battle they're fighting, we don't know about it, and that little bit of kindness is everything. But she changed that lady's life, and I was like, wow, that's incredible.
I made a friend at one of the shows. I saw the promoters, well, she's also a promoter, and so I saw her shoes. They're Atomics, and they're like red and black camouflage. I was like, "I love her shoes." She says, "They're selling them right there." Okay, so I went over there. I didn't have my wallet. Phil had it with him. He holds my purse and stuff in his bag because I'm backstage. I don't leave my wallet. So I went over, tried them on. They fit me. Oh, great. She's going to hold them for me. I made a friend that day. not even knowing it, not planning it. We got to talking, and her husband and Bill knew a lot of the power lifters in the days, and she was also a power lifter and a pro women's physique competitor. And so made a friend. She ended up helping me get a suit sponsor with her friend, you know, connected me. And then she sells jewelry, her and her husband, shoes and jewelry. And they're the only ones who have the patent to sell Olympia and Wings of Strength and all this stuff. And so made a friend, and one of the girls in my 2020 show in Florida, I gave her a pro debut gift. I think she was in her late 50s, and she had gone from almost, I don't know, she was over 200 pounds, and she was on stage a pro competing. So giving her that gift, she was so moved, and I helped promote my friend who sells the jewelry. So she wanted to pass it on. So she went and bought a necklace and gave it to her friend for her show when she got her pro debut as well. So every little thing we do, we don't know. People are watching us, and we do affect people. But it was nice that I had the opportunity that I actually found out about it. She was there to share it with me, because how many times have we gone through life where people don't feel a purpose? Well, you are influencing people. First of all, you're influencing your children, which are the biggest ones. Those, they really matter, you know, because that's our future. Look at how it's, you know, we need it to change. So by influencing them, but just by touching other people, you don't realize, because they never get to tell you. I always tell people, don't wait till they're dead and then you tell all the people that are alive. Tell the people when they're alive how much you appreciate them, how they touched you and what they did for you, because that makes them feel good. And I'm sure it'll come back around and somebody will tell you how they changed your life. Hell, we've known Aaron, how many years, Aaron? Since the first Flex Fit by the Martini Bar.
No, before that.
Oh, before
Jim
that,
X.
Jim X.
Jim X.
You're right.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
More than
20
that.
years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
You know? And so we've shared so much throughout the years. You know, we try to have that really great relationship, and it, you know, everything comes full circle.
Now remember, when you're working out, you're competing against yourself. Okay, you're not competing against somebody else. You're working against yourself. All my life, I've been working out, trying to be the best I can be. And for a long time, people would see me and they'd say, "Dang, man, where'd you get those legs?" Legs. Or they'd say, "Where'd you get those abs?" And so anyway, once a year, I go get a checkup, go to the doctor. And I went to the doctor, and they called me to go in the back. I go in the back, and there were two older ladies sitting next to Liz. And one of those older ladies turned me over and says, "Hey, man, did you see that guy?" Oh, she said, "Yeah, I saw him." He said, and he didn't even have a walker. You know? So that's where I've come. I'm old enough now, you know, don't have great legs. Now, if I don't have a walker, you know, that's my rating. You know? I thought, oh, it's finally come to that. I finally got, oh my God. So I guess it's not bad. You know, I mean, I'm 71, you get 71 and you don't have a walker and you're still in the gym, I guess it's not a bad thing. But when she told me the story, I thought, oh hell. Now, I don't have a walker now. That's man, I'm somebody because I don't have a walker. Gee. So anyway, life is full of a lot of experiences and a lot of journeys and stuff. And all I can tell you is, at 71, I'm still able to do most everything that I want to do. My first workout partner, I took him to lunch yesterday. He's 81 years old. He still goes to the gym 4 times a week. He doesn't have a walker. He looks good. He's still conducting business, buying and selling real estate. He's a character. And he tells me, he says, "I love working out." And he hates it, you know, but he wants to look good, you know. and so, but I looked at him. At 81, he's walking around with a bounce in his step. He's a character, and he's still working, making money. It's because of the weight training. So when he was young, I was 15, he was 25. He had a great body, and I really admired him. And one day I went to the gym and he didn't show up. And after a few weeks, I asked the manager, "Hey, where's Brady? What happened to Brady?" He said he bought that bar over there in Town and Country. He's over there running the bar. So I went over there to check out Brady. Well, the bar was kind of in the back of the building. So you come to the front, go down a long hallway, and there's the bar. I go back there, I see the guy that I idolize. You know, by that time, I'm almost 20 years old. And Brady's there with a cigarette and a drink. This is the guy that looked great. And I walked up and looked at him. I said, "Brady, what have you done to yourself? Look at you. You look horrible." I smoking and drinking, and I walked out. I had my head down because this is my idol. I'm just walking. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. And he watched me, because kids don't lie. Kids tell the truth. And I was just devastated. I couldn't believe it. He said he watched me walk out the door. He looked at the cigarette, he threw the cigarette down, he poured the drink out. It took him 3 days to find an owner for that bar. He sold it. And he's been back in the gym ever since. He tells that story. If it hadn't been for me, he'd probably be dead because he's making money, but he's got to watch the cash register. He's smoking and drinking. He's in that lifestyle. So I got him back in that lifestyle, sold the bar, and been back in the gym ever since. And I don't know, that's many years ago. But like I said, helping people and always doing the right thing, you know, to be a little thing, just opening the door for somebody. Good morning. It makes a big difference. So I just want to encourage you all, be kind to everybody, because you don't know what battles that person's fighting. Okay?
Yep. Any other questions? Nope. Nope.
I just have one, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
I did learn one thing quite a while back, that caffeine kills iron in your body.
That one I'm not sure of. I'm not sure about iron, but it does kill some of the good bacteria, but that's why we're replenished with some of the probiotics, you know, because it does. The iron part, I'm not sure of. I'd have to research that. That'd be good to know. But then again, we replenish with all of the different foods we have it. So how much does it really kill off? And I don't know. Yes, ma'am. Anybody? No. Yeah. I like to use, I think it's Probiotic 11 from Nature's Sunshine. That's what I take every morning. What was the other question? A Prina probiotic. I think that's a probiotic. Prebiotic. Gosh. I don't really know about that one. I'll have to look into that one. Prebiotic. I know I listed some things that were like a prebiotic.
And for those of y'all that, for those of y'all that aren't a member, we have a sign-in sheet over here. So you'll put your name and address, and we'll get you a 3-day pass. Y'all come down, enjoy yourself, and enjoy the gym, and try it. It's open 24 hours, right?
Yes.
24 hours, 7 days a week, yeah. So.
No excuses. No excuses.
They need some help with training, but
Yeah.
it's part of what we do is help out with clients that are just starting out to get familiar with the gym and make sure you immerse yourself. So we'll give out free sessions as well, just to kind of help.
You got a great big new gym here. A lot of space, a lot of great equipment, friendly people. I'm trying to find out, I'm sure I read a prebiotic. Yes, that's it. Is the camera still going? Yeah, we're still going. Oh, wait. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Thank you so much. And for Aaron and his family, Marlene, and everybody for letting us host our seminar here today at All Good Fitness. I want to show everybody. Hey. Mr. Olympia tells me. Yeah.